When some absolute monster steps onto the screen, suddenly it feels like the air got sucked out of the room. You must have felt it while watching Demon Slayer. Today, we're diving into those moments that scream aura in the series. The entrances were so dramatic, they actually gave me goosebumps. I bet these entrances will make you want to run through a wall. Giyu Tomioka, Episode 1. Let's kick it off with the OG aura merchant himself. Our boy Tanjiro is having the literal worst day of his life. His family's gone, his sister is turning into a demon, and he's trying his best to play the protective older brother. He thinks he's got a handle on it, and then bam, out of nowhere, this dude in a mismatched Haori just appears. Moving so fast, it's like he teleported. Giyu doesn't introduce himself, he just exudes the aura of absolute ice-cold meanie. Some fans really love this, but I found it goofy. The look in his eyes says, I am so far above your pay grade, it's not even funny.
この匂いどうして突然こんなところで鬼物人無惨
Muzan Kibutsuji, Episode 7. Tanjiro's in the big city for the first time. Everything's bright and loud, and our boy is trying to get some udon. Suddenly, he catches a scent, but it's not just any demon scent, it's the demonic equivalent of a nuclear bomb. He follows it and finds the final boss, the Demon King himself, Muzan Kibutsuji, just casually strolling through Akakusa with a wife and kid. I mean, the audacity. His aura is giving terror, wrapped in a silk suit and a fedora. He turns a random civilian into a demon with a flick of his wrist, just to create a distraction. This man can end anyone's life on a whim. Kyojuro Rengoku, Episode 28. Before I watched this episode, I thought all aura had to be terrifyingly dark. But I was wrong. Sometimes it's just blindingly bright. Case in point is the Flame Hashira, Kyojuro Rengoku. While everyone else on the Mugen train is acting normal, this magnificent bastard is practically vibing with energy, shouting "Uma" at the top of his lungs with every bite of his bento. His presence is so loud and overwhelmingly positive that it's an aura in itself. He didn't sneak in, he lit up the train like everyone's loudest friend. Forget the calm before the storm, Rengoku is the storm. A beautiful, fiery, bento-loving storm.
みんな無事だ。怪我人は大勢だが命に別状はない。ゆっくり体を休めろ。
上限の3？どうして今ここに
Akaza, Episode 38. Just when you think it's over, just when you think the heroes have won and Rengoku is standing tall as the undisputed GOAT, the air shatters. Literally. There's a sound like splintering glass. A crater appears in the ground, and standing in the middle of it is this dude. No introduction, no dramatic monologue, just arrival. Akaza, Upper Moon 3, doesn't walk into a scene. He crashes into it with the force of a meteor. It's not just evil like Muzan's, it's the suffocating pressure of a true predator. The music dies, Tanjiro is frozen, and even Rengoku, our pillar of fiery optimism, immediately recognizes that the game has completely changed. Akaza's presence screams that the fun is over and the real fight is here.
突撃 忍びの宇髄天元様だぞ。その界隈では派手に名を馳せた男。
Tengen Uzui, Episode 40. After the soul-crushing depression of the Mugen Train, how do you reintroduce hype into the series? I would do it with maximum flashiness, just like they did in this episode. Tengen Uzui, the god of festivals, enters the series. This guy's entrance is the definition of disrespect, and it is glorious. He doesn't knock, he just appears on the roof of the Butterfly Mansion like he owns the place. Snags Aoi and Naho and starts walking off with them. He moves and talks with the certainty of someone who's never been challenged in his life. It was the perfect, flamboyant palate cleanser the series needed, establishing a character who is just as powerful as he is absurdly extra.
泣いてたってしょうがねえからな。顔はやけどか？これな、大事にしろ顔はな。へえ、やるな。攻撃止めたな。殺す気で切ったけどな。いいな、お前、いいな。
Gyutaro, Episode 47. This one is a nightmare fuel. For half the Entertainment District arc, we think Daki is the main threat. Even I was convinced about it. She's an upper moon, a certified monster. And then, when she's finally pushed into a corner, she starts crying for her big brother. The vibe shift is insane. A voice comes out of her, and then this sickly, emaciated figure literally emerges from her back. Gyutaro's entrance is disgusting, horrifying, and absolutely brilliant. His aura is a disgusting mix of self-pity, jealousy, and terrifying bloodlust. The moment he appears, the power level on the battlefield spikes into the stratosphere. Tengen, who is handling Daki, is immediately on the back foot. You realize Daki wasn't the boss. She was just the opening act for this wretched, terrifying creature.
Muzan様がお見えだ。
なぜ何百年も見つけられぬ。
返す言葉もない。言っているのではない。序列の乱れ。
Kokushibo, Episode 56. The Upper Moons gathered in the Infinity Castle, and Akaza, the guy who took out a Hashira without breaking a sweat, is acting cocky. Then, out of the shadows, a figure with 6 eyes appears behind him, and the entire mood of the dimension freezes over. Kokushibo's aura is so ancient and powerful that it makes Akaza look like a child throwing a tantrum. He effortlessly shuts down a fight between 2 other Upper Moons, and exudes an aura of untouchable authority.
なんと醜悪な姿だな、産屋敷。ついに私の元へ来た。私は心底興ざめしたよ、産屋敷。私が死ねば今まで以上に鬼殺隊の士気が上がる。話は終わりだな。
Muzan at the Ubuyashiki estate. In my opinion, this one is the single most terrifying entrance in the anime world. A calm walk through a garden. After 1,000 years of hiding, Muzan Kibutsuji decides to make a house call. He doesn't send a subordinate, he goes himself. The air is thick with dread as he approaches the Ubuyashiki estate, not as a monster, but as an executioner, arriving for a long overdue appointment. His aura here is different. He moves with a horrifying calm, an absolute certainty that the war ends tonight. The confrontation with the dying Kaguya Ubuyashiki isn't a battle. It's a philosophical showdown where Muzan's presence alone is an overwhelming force. Let's agree Demon Slayer knows how to make a first impression.